Hello Team TriStar, I am Mike Wilkin. The purpose of this video is to show the service program, including the how, the why, and a clip that will also show you the in-home service process. Let's start with the purpose of the service program. This program is designed to generate revenue through aftermarket and also will provide a means to generate leads for your air products, floor care, water, heaters, and all the other products. Along with this, you're going to want to pull referrals for our core products, and hopefully some of the people that you'll recruit for service techs will actually turn into direct reps for you. Lastly, this will help stabilize a location both financially as well as with your staffing. Now, let's talk about the why. Each service tech will generate somewhere between $100,000 to $200,000 worth of revenue a year. Here's how the numbers shake out. We found through the statistics that a service tech can handle about 1,000 names a year. They're going to generate somewhere between $100 to $200 per call, work them 5 days a week. If you have them working 200 days per year, you look at the formula and there's your success. $100,000 to $200,000 revenue per rep per year. So the question you have to ask yourself is, how many techs do I want? Next, you're going to see an actual in-home service call. What I want you to pay attention to is why we go in with 2 bags. One bag is going to include all your pieces and parts and tools, etc. But the other one's going to actually include the product. Now, the reason we do this is if you go in with a box, unconsciously you're telling the customer, I have a product for sale. If you go in with 2 bags, it's a very non-threatening environment and it puts the customer to ease. Let's go ahead and take a look at the video. I'm the guy supposed to do that service check for you.
Yes, I already have it ready for you.
Boy, I appreciate that. Boy, it looks like it's in good shape. And your first name is?
Cynthia.
Is it okay if I call you Cynthia?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right. Well, it looks like it's in really, really good shape, so this should be relatively quick.
Okay.
And why don't you just go ahead and have a seat, and I don't know what all they told you, so what I'm going to do is a little 35-point check, and we're going to do this together so that we can speed it up.
Okay.
And in fact, a little form is right here. So what we'll do is this way, by doing this together, you can see exactly what we're checking for you, okay? And now, and if you notice here, it says good, fair, poor, or service. Okay. So if there's something, I don't think there's going to be, but if there's something on the machine, then I don't actually service it here. I'm not qualified for that. We have an actual tech do it. Okay. But I kind of doubt the way it looks. So what I'm going to want you to do, if you would, is just go ahead and start with your name and address and everything in here.
Okay, perfect.
And then I'll go ahead and get all my stuff together, and we'll get this thing taken care of real quickly for you. Okay?
Okay.
All right, great. Is there a plug that I could use?
I actually have one right here.
Oh, okay. Boy, I tell you, you're organized, aren't you?
Try to be.
Okay, great. And then the serial number we'll get in just a couple of seconds. And the other thing is, I don't know if they told you this. Oh,
thank you.
I just, boy, do you have allergies?
Allergies, allergy season. Yes, anytime I open that door, it just hits me.
Well, about 1 in every 5 people, what they say, has some type of allergies or some type of breathing problem. Did they tell you about this laser particle check?
No.
Air check we're going to do? Okay, right. Because you're a preferred customer, right,
okay,
what we're able to do is while we're doing the service check, so it doesn't take any extra time, we're also going to do a free indoor air check here for you.
Oh,
okay?
wow, that's nice.
And what this is a laser particle counter. Same type of thing they use in hospitals, computer clean rooms, and things like that.
Okay.
And what it does is it measures the air in 2 increments, okay, 5 microns and higher. That's normally the stuff you see floating around, you know, like on a sunny day, you see stuff. You see that,
yes, yes.
right? Then it also measures things in 1 micron and smaller.
Okay.
Those, in case you're not a micron expert, like human hair is about 70 to 100 microns. Right?
Okay.
This measures down to 1 micron, really, really small.
Okay, wow.
And holy jeez. Oh my goodness.
Is that bad?
Gosh. It's probably no wonder that you're sneezing. Here's how this reads. What this does is, you notice how the little bar goes across and how the number changes?
Yes.
Well, it takes a read every 7 seconds.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is let it run for just a second here and just kind of see, get a kind of a good average. So you had 328.
I keep getting at 300.
Oh man. Gosh, 280, 320. Okay, so with 300 be probably a fair average. Okay. And what this is, and the way it measures it, Cynthia, is it's per cubic foot times 100. Okay, so if you take that 300 and times it times
100, like 30,000.
30,000 particles, right? So you're seeing, is that bad? What I have is a little chart here, okay? And as you notice, it says 0 to 25 is
excellent.
Okay, and 100 to 300 is
fair.
And 1,000 plus is
very poor. So I have very poor air.
Well, I'm not really good at math, but I think 30,000 is substantially more than 1,000. Okay?
Yeah.
So here's what we're going to do. I also have with me a little 6-pound aromatherapy air purifier. I'm going to set this up and see if we can affect the air quality while we're doing the service check.
Okay.
That way it doesn't take any extra time, and we'll see how that works. Okay?
It's right here.
All right. Here we go. I'm just going to plug this in.
Your
Now I want to warn you that this thing is really, really loud. Okay, so I want you to be ready for how loud it is. So are you ready?
I'm waiting for it.
This is on.
Oh, that's the loudest. No, you said really loud. I thought it was going to be loud. Okay.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. Actually, that was the loudest.
That was high. Okay.
Yeah, this is low. So this is high. So what I'm going to do is take this. I'm going to put this right in front of the unit here, and then we're going to start on your machine. And I want you to tell me if this 300 is moving in the right direction. Okay.
Which would be down, right?
Which would be down.
Okay.
Yeah, obviously. Okay. So
oh my, yes, it's 3.
How are we doing so far?
It's at 3.
It's at 3 already?
0.
It's at 0. Holy moly, that was pretty quick. Let me explain what happened. What that means, Cynthia, is we had those 30,000 particles come in, but absolutely nothing came out. That's why it read 0. Okay, so all the stuff that was floating around is inside the unit as opposed to being inside your lungs, right? Which has got to be a benefit.
Yes.
Now, I cheated a little bit. And the reason I say that is I had this flush up against the machine.
I was about to ask you.
So what we do is, and because you're a preferred customer, what we do is air wash or purify the air in one of the rooms of your choice, absolutely free. I get credit every time I do it, so it helps me out too.
Okay.
Okay. And that way we can get a true test. What we'll do is we'll go in the room, take a count. I'll just leave it running in there.
Okay.
We'll finish up the service check really, really quick. Then we'll go back in and check on it. Fair
Okay.
enough?
Any room or?
Probably a bedroom's the best.
Okay.
Because if you're lucky enough to sleep 8 hours a night, 1/3 of your life's actually spent in the bedroom.
Yes, the bedroom sounds good.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay, great. Let's go ahead and go do that. All right?
Okay.
Okay, if you take this and this, I will go ahead and take the unit.
Okay.
Okay, and if you will lead the way, then we'll get this part done really quick for you, okay? Because I know you don't have all day and I have other places
that's fine. Right this way.
Down, and then we'll mark good, fair, poor, whatever it may be, right? And you're the driver of the bus, okay?
Okay.
All right, so the first thing is the cord, right? Okay, great. First thing that we look at on the cord is to make sure that you don't have these splitter peels right here.
Okay.
Because it looks like when you realize that when you wrap it,
Yes.
not to take it like this.
Yes.
Okay? The other thing that we're going to look at here is to make sure you haven't done any reckless driving or kids got a hold of it and ran over the cord or any of that, so that's in good shape. And then the last thing is we just make sure that the prongs aren't all bent up, but you've seen that kind of stuff. Okay. The cord looks really, really good to me. So it look really good to you?
Yes, it does.
Go ahead and mark good then. Okay.
Okay.
All right, what's the next thing?
The cord winder.
The cord winder. Okay. That's what you, because you use this where you wrap it up.
Yes, I do.
So you know how to do that. That locks into place great, no problem. What's the next thing?
Outer body.
The outer body, pretty indestructible with the metal. Okay, bless you.
Thank you. The bumper.
The bumper, I'm going to plug this in. And what we're going to check on the bumper is just to make sure there's no seepage. Bumper looks like it's in good shape.
Okay.
Okay, what's the next thing?
Exhaust cover.
The exhaust cover. I mean, it's not flying off or
No,
anything.
it's been
Okay.
working, and the lid latch the same.
Okay, this is good.
It's been working.
All right, no tension. Okay, good. I knew this would be quick.
Handle's good. I think the wheels.
The handle's the tough one. I mean, either it's
yeah.
up or it doesn't, either it's broken or it's
No,
not.
mine works
Okay,
perfectly,
yeah, so I'm qualified for this one here.
I think my wheels are working well too.
Yeah. So so they're spinning freely. They're not sticking.
No.
Okay.
I don't have any problems
There's
with
no
it.
pitting. So because I know you got a lot of hard surfaces, so that's good. Okay. No, those are good. What's
Casters.
next? Well, that's the wheels. Casters in the front.
Oh, okay. On/off switch is working.
It's not sticking.
No,
Okay,
I haven't
good.
had any problems.
Good.
And then we're going to internal.
Internal. Okay. So that's where we go inside here. Holy jeez. I guess you got a
My dog, yes.
Okay. That's
You can smell my dog. Wow, once you open it, I could smell it.
well, this isn't.
I guess
do
that's.
you have other bags?
A
couple?
Yes,
Okay.
I think I do.
Okay. All right. Because I have some with me. So
Okay.
if you need some bags before I go, just let me know.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll just check before you
Okay.
leave.
Yeah. So we'll just kind of set that up to the side there.
I'm sorry, I should have cleaned that out.
This isn't bad. There's
Okay.
sometimes that you'd be amazed what you see inside the home. Okay, so let's go ahead and go. We'll look
cloth
inside.
bag?
Yeah. On the inside of the body, though, the first thing we're going to do, and I don't see any, is there's no kind of rust or
Okay.
it looks like barnacles where you picked up water. You've never picked up water with this, right?
No.
Okay.
Should I be cleaning the inside of that?
Not really. You could. I'll show you on the exhaust end how you can hook it up and use it as a blower.
Okay.
Did the guy show you that, or?
Yes, he did.
Okay. All right. So I'll blow that out for you before I go.
Okay.
We'll take a look at it.
So I would
the
just blow it
inside
out?
of the body, yeah, that looks good.
Okay, great.
All right. What'd you say next was the cloth bag?
Cloth bag.
Okay. Jeez. Do you ever clean this?
I haven't since.
Okay. All
I
right.
mean, I know I'm supposed to. I just haven't done it.
Yeah, on there, because the best way to clean it really is to take it outside and blow it out and so
Okay.
forth. But what happens is, you see where you can't see through this?
Yes.
Okay. Let me I happen to have a new one with me. Well, let me show you what it should look like. You notice when you hold it up to the light, how you can see through it where the other one you couldn't. And here's the issue. When it's about 5 years, it may be time, and it's up to you. I'm just explaining options for you. Is when it gets really coated like this, then it restricts the airflow into the motor. Then the motor runs hotter, and then when it runs hotter, then it's going to burn out prematurely, which you don't want.
Okay.
So sometimes people opt for the cloth bag because it's easier to replace this than it is the motor. Okay?
Yes.
So on that, I would put down. Let's put down kind of
Pour?
maybe pour.
Okay.
Okay. And then we'll come back and we'll figure this out when we're all done. Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty. What's the next thing in there?
Motor filter.
The motor filter. And the motor filter here, what they have is this really should be replaced about every 6 months. I don't know if
Okay.
they told you that.
No.
You can wash it, but you notice what happens is sometimes if you wash it, then what happens is if the dirt's not out first, then you get dirt and water, you get mud, and then it creates, and that's why you got that stuff, plus all the stuff with the dog hair and all that. So
Okay.
that might be something I would put, maybe fair
Okay.
might be something you want to think about.
Okay.
Okay. All right, what's the next thing?
Internal body.
The internal body, yeah, that's okay.
Exhaust filter.
The exhaust filter, all right, let's take a look at that. Okay. Holy moly. Wowie. See how dark this is here?
Yes.
Okay. This is what it should look like. See how nice and white it is?
Yes.
And because what it's showing is that it's done its job. And what it's designed to do is anything that might happen to pass through any of the filters, this is designed to catch it here.
Okay.
These should be replaced about with every 6 bags, okay? Because the bags come in a dozen. Did they happen to mention that auto ship thing?
No.
They didn't. Okay, let me explain it to you real quick. Some of our customers really like this because you use the paper bags, obviously,
Yes.
right? So it's something you're going to use anyway. What we have is an auto ship program where what happens is we set it up where once a year, what we do is we send you a pack of paper bags, so that's 12 of those,
Okay.
right? 2 of the exhaust filters,
Oh, okay.
and then a motor filter. So the motor filter is replaced
Once a year?
yeah, once a year.
Okay.
So what happens is the cost of it is 30% less, and there's including tax and shipping on
Okay.
something that you would need to do. And all it does for you is it saves you time and gas and everything else driving down to the office to pick up the bags and the belts or the mail charges and so forth.
Okay.
So it's a pretty good savings. It's something you're going to use anyway.
That
and then the
sounds
way you do this is when you use 6 filters, you just put another after filter on.
Okay.
Right? At the end of that time span, then what happens is you're finished with your last bags, you put that one on, and then the other thing automatically comes in.
That sounds good.
Yeah, so it's a pretty neat little deal. We'll
Yeah.
cover that at the end, but that's what I meant by the auto ship program.
Okay.
Okay? All right. So that, regardless of whether you do the auto ship or not,
That needs to be replaced.
my opinion would be yeah. Okay. All right. Okay.
Airflow.
The airflow. All right. I'm going to go ahead. I'll just put a new one on. That way we
Okay.
can really check the airflow. Okay. Okay. So we're going to do this, and on the airflow, we're going to check it 2 different ways. You've got to put a bag in. Okay. Why don't I put the new bag in too?
Okay.
All right. Make sense?
Yeah, that'd be
That way we
nice.
can really get a good check on this thing. Okay. So you got good airflow there. Okay. And we're going to check it at the end of the hose also. Okay. To make sure that there's no obstructions in there. No, you got good power. Because the power here should be the
Okay.
same here. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
If there's something in the hose,
It'll
it's going to
be
sound like
different.
that.
Okay.
Okay. All right. That's how you can kind of tell.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So the airflow is good. What's the next thing?
Hose and handle.
Okay. The handle looks like it's in good shape. There's no cracks.
Okay.
Okay. And there's probably a thing that says swivel on there.
Yes, that's next. Swivel action.
Oh, okay. I've done this a couple of times.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
And
All right.
electrical contacts.
Okay, so that swivels no problem. And the electrical contacts, we just want to make sure so your hose is in really good shape. There's no kinks, there's no cracks, there's no anything. You got a slight little crimp in here. So I don't know if maybe somebody might have stepped on it or something. It's
Yes,
hard-
I did.
Okay, hard to tell. It's okay for now, but eventually this is going to compress down. You're going to need another hose. Not now, but you
Okay.
will. So I've just, because we'll do this service check once a year for you.
Oh,
so
okay.
if it's not me, somebody else comes in a couple years or whatever and says you really need another hose. That
So just
you're kind of prepared.
Be
okay.
watching for
Okay,
that.
good deal. Okay, what's the next thing you got?
The attachments, the wands,
Okay, the wands. What we're going to
electrical
do is.
contacts.
I'm sorry.
Oh, wands, and then the next is electrical contacts.
Yeah, with those, we just want to make sure that these are okay. There's no obstruction, which we didn't look. And you see how you got this kind of